Il Teatro 5 di Cinecittà è il posto ideale, l'emozione assoluta, uno spazio da riempire, un mondo da creare.
Sai passata come stava? Ti metti in ginocchio per vedere meglio? Non è una cosa da ridere.
Così, lo tenga così. Dopo ci metteremo qualcosa.
Via, ecco!
Tutti i registi fanno il campo, il controcampo, il totale. Con lui, quando hai fatto questo, devi ancora cominciare.
Aveva un grande legame con la troupe.
Non aveva un copione definito.
Si accomodi, signore. Come sta?
Ci siamo sempre molto divertiti.
Guarda in macchina.
Io ero il suo realizzatore dei sogni in termine scenografico.
Una costruzione di una favola, di una magia.
La rosina di Verruccio è la prima a venire fuori dal mucchio.
Il fascino di Federico è del suo mondo, queste facce straordinarie che allora non si vedevano negli altri film.
Mi hanno preso come sosia di Bette Davis.
E io sono il socio di Lucio Dalla.
Agire sulle immagini, sui personaggi che Fellini manovrava è stata una possibilità eccezionale per me.
Siamo dalla mattina alla sera chiusi tra noi, creiamo un mondo a parte, è una Fellinopolis.
Questo qui è un film un po' particolare, è un film che non mi è costato nessuna fatica, che si è svolto così quasi all'insaputa di me. E oggi è finito.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good. It's so nice to meet you.
No, me too.
Yeah. You know, if I can say, let you know about a little bit of the background, only that my parents, I grew up in New York, you know, and my parents were both from art. They were both artists, and they met in art school, in fact, in the late 1950s, and, you know, fell in love and started a family, and they moved from New Jersey to New York City. And they were huge art film, you know, lovers. So I grew up in a house where Fellini was like, you know, royalty. I mean, you know, I grew up, they would play, and once VHS tapes became, you know, were a household thing, and every home had a VCR. My dad collected all everything he could get his hands on of Fellini. So I watched all these movies growing up, and you know, it was just part of the scenery here at my, you know, in my childhood home. So, and then, you know, I discovered film on my own too, but when I started to talk about film and, you know, with people and filmmakers, one of the things I especially enjoy highlighting, emphasizing are films, you know, and documentaries about film.
Yes.
So when I was checking out the Santa Barbara Film Festival, and I saw your documentary, Fellinopolis. What?
Yes, this is the city of Fellini. This is something I like it very much because I grew up in a cinema. I started to work in cinema since I was teenager. And I have to say that I start with Fellini. I was very young.
How do you not start with Fellini?
No, I mean, but I didn't work with Fellini in reality. I was assistant to my mother, that she was the legal representative of Gaumont Italia. In that period, we are speaking about 1978, 79, they were producing The City of Women. And because I was just like a visitor there, my mother say me, go to the stage 5, give this to Fellini, give that to Mazzini.
Wow. Yeah.
And that was very funny because it was a big game for me, without thinking that in the future that I was involved in the industry. And then I have to say that my first step in a stage 5 was on City of Women. You can't imagine. I don't know if you never see Italy or Cinecittà or Stage 5.
No, I've been to Italy several times. Also, and my mother spoke fluent Italian. We still have friends. My mom is not. She's not well. My father died recently, but my connections to their friends continues. So I have friends in Italy. So I'm so pleased to talk to you too, because I feel like anybody in Rome is a family.
Take in consideration, just in case you have to come in Italy, call me, because I bring you inside Cinecittà.
Oh, wow. Well, I have to go because
I can do a special tour just for you.
Oh, my goodness.
I grew up in Cinecittà. I can imagine I was always in the office with my mother. And then I have to say something. I don't know how much time I have, but you can cut, you can use what
No, don't worry.
Interesting things.
And we want to say Cinecittà is like the Hollywood studio of in Italy. It's the
yes, it's the
soundstage.
One of the biggest in the history of cinema. You can think that there were shot American Colossal in the 60s, but now everything is changed. But I have to say that in the 80s there was incredible moments, because contemporary were shooting Fellini and other master of Italian cinema. I mean, the studio was full of actor, director, and everyone could walk around in a free way. Now is not like this. Now every set is completely
under control.
locked, so you can see it. And there was in the center of Cinecittà, there was a bar where you was used to meet Mastroianni, Fellini, American actor. Was something incredible, and that was belonging to the normality of the day. Then grow up in this, and then to me it was something familiar. Then Fellini, Mastroianni, and others had a very close friendship with my mother. And my house was always welcome them. For example, Mastroianni was a friend of family that was used to spend some days to my house. And to me, he was like an uncle. Then what happened, that everything arrived a moment that this one was completely finished. In that moment, I realized what I was living in my teenager. Then that was my meeting. And on City of the Woman, I show you something. Huh?
What a treat.
Fellini in person gave me this.
Wow.
When finished the movie, he gave me for free. He gave me for gift. That at the moment was a waste.
Right.
That moment was just a waste. They say, okay, you want it? Say, may I have this? Say, yeah, yes, please take it. And we wait.
Right. But you didn't put it on eBay, Silvia, you know.
No, I don't. It's my trofeo, you know what I mean?
You knew better, at least, Silvia, that.
Something I take care very much. Then later, I start to work in a cinema like assistant cameraman with one of the masters of the neorealism, Armando Nannuzzi, that was a DOP of Zeffirelli, Pasolini.
Sure.
And in that moment, in the 80s, I was the first woman in Italy to do assistant camera. It was a scandal. Then I start to do cinema with the big C. You know what I mean? Then I work in the USA with Stephen King. I work with, because we work with Dino De Laurentiis.
Oh, sure. Okay. I see that. Dino De Laurentiis was the bridge from, it's funny because, you know, the types of, he would do such, you know, cheap, right? He would do these incredible films, but also he do these, you know, offbeat films. He was everywhere.
Yes, but this is not the moment. But if you want, I can tell you my experience in USA with Stephen King. That was an incredible movie. You don't know what happened in that movie. That movie changed many things.
Which one?
And it declares the decadence of Dino De Laurentiis. And I was the witness, but real witness.
Which film? Or
Stephen King did just one movie like director, was Maximum Overdrive.
Okay.
Was the first and the last one.
Okay.
Because in that movie happened something incredible. Happened a big accident.
Oh, really?
That American government declared Dino De Laurentiis completely out.
Oh, really?
No, this is another story. I can't tell this because it's incredible. But
No problem.
it's something incredible what happened. Then that's it. And I was the witness in the court. And for my witness, the judge says, stop, close the studios. And he left the USA and he came in Australia. But I tell you in another moment. Like coming back.
Okay, back to Fellini, yes.
Then coming back, I worked like assistant camera operator and DOP for many years. Till now, I'm doing DOP. But in the 2004, I opened my own company. I started to produce documentary about cinema because my desire, I think that an author, a director, if has something to tell, welcome. If has nothing to tell, better silence. You know, in my case, I had a big desire to tell what happened behind the camera because I lived there. And my experience brought me to start with Luchino Visconti because I am the last witness of the camera operator of Luchino Visconti because I worked with them 25 years. Armando Nannuzzi, my master, was the DOP of Luchino Visconti. Then I was the last witness of the camera operators of Luchino Visconti. And then I started with Luchino Visconti's movie documentary.
Okay.
That I would like to send you the link because if you love Italian cinema, you will be.
Visconti is so important.
Yes, something.
He's very important to the American cinema. To anybody who loves cinema in America, the real people that really love, you know.
But there are many directors that declare to be inspired. For example, Wong Kar-wai, that is an expected one, says, my master is Luchino Visconti. And
Really?
if you compare Luchino Visconti and Wong Kar-wai, they are completely different. But because I know very well, because I was working with them, in the Wong Kar-wai movies, sometimes I find something in connection with Luchino Visconti. But I mean, it's very...
Right. You have to, you're looking in between the lines. You're really seeing nuances. Yeah. By the way.
Yes, because I am a technical, I'm not a director. I am DOP, and then I can understand exactly the frame, the lights, the movement of the camera. Then I understand perfectly. Then I see.
And Silvia, by the way, I apologize for interrupting, but Wong Kar-wai was on my show here too.
Yes.
Years ago.
Oh, I love him. He's one of my favorites director. I think he has, I love him. I don't want to speak about him, but
he's one of the most popular directors in the world right now. People all over Europe and America love Wong Kar-wai.
His style is a genius to me. He's a genius to me. Okay.
Back to the story.
Come back. Then I started to produce and direct a documentary about Italian cinema behind the camera with a different style. My style is not biographic. My style is not historical, but is a point of view, from behind the camera. Then I did this. Then I did another one very beautiful. I will send you the link too. That is about the genesis about Sacco and Vanzetti movies.
Oh, okay.
because I grew up with the director that was Giuliano Montaldo that did this movie that is an example, unique example in the cinema history that when a movie changed the history of the world. I mean, the movie changed the history of Sacco e Vanzetti. I will tell you, I mean, if you watch the movie, you understand what I'm saying.
Okay, so then what we'll do is I'll watch them and we'll have a second conversation.
With Ennio Morricone, with John Baez. I mean, it's another travel in a world of the cinema, Italian cinema that was very famous in the world. Then arriving to Fellinopolis happened something incredible because in the period of my mother in Gaumont, Italia, in Cinecittà, when they were producing The City of the Woman, Federico Fellini asked to my mother to do an agreement with the director that he was used to work. That was a director that was shooting the backstage special. In that period, the backstage
making a documentary, that kind of thing, behind the
an entire movie that was called special to promote the movie when the movie was coming. Then what happened between my mother and Ferruccio Castronuovo was that Ferruccio Castronuovo was costing much more than Peppino Rotunno because he was asking two camera operator. And my mother says to Fellini, Federico, it's not possible, it's too expensive. And Federico told to my mother, invent something, but I want him, absolutely. Then my mother thought a way and he said, okay, Mr. Ferruccio, we pay everything. We pay the film, we pay the crew, and we give you a salary. I mean, not consistent, but we will give you the rights of the movie. You give us the permission to use it to promote the movie, and later we give you the rights of the entire movie. And that happened and was repeated in the other movies. After many years, Ferruccio Castronuovo, because know me, he said, Silvia, you know, I have this material, I have confidence in you, we can do something. I say, yes, we have the centenary of Federico Fellini, but my company is not able to produce it because we need a lot of money. But what I can do is to propose this material to Martin Scorsese. Then my company...
I had a feeling his name was going to come up.
Then my company acquired the rights of the entire archives of Ferruccio Castronuovo that has not only Fellini, has Sergio Leone and others. Then I acquired completely the archives, and then I sent the proposal to Martin Scorsese. Then between lawyers, secretary, blah, 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 silence, silence, 1 month, 2 months. Then my lawyer repeated. Meanwhile, the centuries was arriving. And then I thought to plan B. I say, you know what I do? I'm starting to do some interview of his collaborators, Oscar winner, just in case I will give him even the interviews. And then I started. Then what happened is that the last interview made to Dante Ferretti happened the 3rd of March. The 6th of March, we came in lockdown.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And I was in a jail in my house with a computer, and then I had it. Then plan B became plan A. Martin Scorsese never answered me. Never.
This will be, but he's, we know, of course, from his, masterwork, the history of Italian cinema, it's just surprising. But maybe
I know, but maybe he was busy. Maybe nobody told him. Who knows what happened?
It probably takes years for him to.
I couldn't wait because I started to shoot on October 2019, and then the centenary was the 21st of January. Then I was rushing. My luck was the lockdown, because closing my house, and my company is post-production too. I am an editor too. Then I was able to edit by myself.
Wow.
And then I finished the lockdown, the movie was ready. And then he started his tour in Cannes, Marché du Film in Cannes, and then start to do it the others. Then the premiere was Festa del Cinema di Roma, because I was taking care, don't do a premiere in another country, because the native country was Rome. And then I was happy. Now we have a long list of festivals. And
what's next?
Next is a Krakow Film Festival. And in secret, I tell you, I couldn't say, please don't, don't reveal, is a Shanghai Film Festival. In Shanghai open the Asia market, Asiatic
Asia.
market.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we have Beijing. And then, I mean, what's happened now, the surprise, is the Asian market is completely exhausted, is completely aroused. Korea, China, I don't know now Japan, how is the reaction. There is a very long list of festival I submitted, but I'm waiting for the results. At the moment, I did the Baffici in Buenos Aires, Sofia Film Festival, Krakow, ICFF in Toronto. I don't remember now.
When can you announce, when can you announce the, I'm going to just silence some of this stuff. When can you announce the Shanghai?
I'm waiting for the answer, because obviously we are, our communication is excited about it. But Shanghai, there is the end of, I tell you, Shanghai, there is from 11th to 20th of June. Then we are
is it June?
June.
Oh, it's just days away. Why? Oh, maybe we. So it'll be any day you can announce.
We are very close. We are very close. Obviously, China is very interested about it. But at the same time, there are some problems, because you can't imagine the deal with the distributor.
Right.
It's a nightmare.
Well,
and at the moment, I'm looking for an American distributor, obviously.
Well, you have Kino Lorber, and I'm just thinking of the ones that make the most sense. Kino Lorber has a commitment also to, you know, and also, what's his name? The oh darn, he's, you know, the very wealthy developer, but he has a Hulk. He loves it, you know, international cinema. And Cohen. Hold on.
Cohen, CEO.
Yeah, hold it. Yes, hold on. I'll tell you. Charles Cohen. Cohen Media.
Cohen, C-O-W.
No. C-O-H. How do you say in Italian? H.
H.
H. My mother, again, Italian. She was the Italian. We have E or A, yeah, C-O-H-E-N, C-O-H-E-N, Media. You look up their website.
C-O-H-E-N, Cohen. Ah, yes, Cohen.
Charles Cohen, very.
Media.
Yeah, they're big on Italian, they're an international film as well.
I thank you very much. I thank you very much.
Of course, my pleasure. Anything I can do. It's, first of all, it's so entertaining. I'm confident. You will figure out the distribution in America, no problem. It will.
We will try. In any case, coming back to Fellinopolis, the interesting things, is first, I got the rights of the Ferruccio Castronuovo archives that was conserved inside the Cineteca Nazionale for 40 years. And when I got this film, you know, I opened the can, and then we scanned it in 4K, and now I'm trying to find funding to restore it, because it's something, because there is the film, but the precious things is not the film, is the waste. You don't use it. Waste scene, waste shot, you don't use it.
Right.
And this is because this is never seen, but never seen.
These are the outtakes, in other words, we call them like outtakes from Fellini's movies you're talking about that were not used.
Yes, because
and even Criterion didn't do any work with that.
Not the Fellini movies, but the Ferruccio Castronuovo movies.
His footage,
yes,
where when he was on the set and he was interviewing.
Yes.
Okay.
It's fantastic, because in my movies there are a lot of scenes not edited in the movies of Ferruccio Castronuovo. Then at the moment I have 3 movies of him, is A City of Women, The Sales Go On, and Ginger Fred. I'm speaking about the special. And now I revealed something that I would like to do, to find the Casanova backstage, because he did the Casanova.
Where is it?
Yes, but this Casanova was sent in USA, and they lost traces.
Oh.
And then what I'm doing is I'm doing a research about it.
So you're a detective.
Yes, because this could be a subject for a new project.
That's fantastic.
Research the Casanova. But Ferruccio Castronuovo told me that it's very difficult. They think that the film was lost in a burning in a big store in, I don't know, in the Paramount. I don't know. There was a big fire, and could be possible that it's lost. But
well,
I don't believe
let's hope
in
not.
it.
Yeah.
I don't believe in it. I would like to come to do an investigation.
I will help you with your investigation. This is
Yeah,
great. Casanova. What year was Casanova? So the Fauci, is it Ferrucci or Fauci? Ferrucci. Fauci is the scientist. I'm sorry. Ferrucci.
Ferrucci, when he did it.
What year was the Casanova?
I tell you, 74.
Oh, wow.
Something like this.
Oh, I thought it was
76.
Okay, I thought it was even later. I thought it was in the 80s, but 76, okay.
And Ferruccio told me how he shot it is something incredible, very, very spectacular. And is my big desire to go to investigate. And it could be a fantastic subject to do another documentary.
I agree.
I was thinking about it because I have the plot.
Oh,
I'm searching this footage, contacting an American journalist. That's you.
I love it. Right, and that starts the. I love that. Yeah. No, this is terrific. This is terrific. Oh, of course, it's so important. And I think that that the American audience, you know, there's so many. I know so many people that this is, you know, these films would be so important. And I think that Fellini, how do you pronounce it?
Fellinopolis.
Fellinopolis will be, I think it's going to be very, very popular once we get it here.
Do you think?
Well, to a certain audience, yes. I think there'll be, you know,
you saw it on live or on the internet?
No, I saw it on the internet. Yeah.
Okay.
Virtual.
It was online, the festival.
Yeah, but I have a nice big screen here, you know, and I have good sound, and I loved it, you know. I always love those backs, you know, those behind the scenes are amazing, but this is particularly special, you know, because Fellini's style as a director is so unusual, and his, you know, his just amazing,
I tell you,
larger than life.
it's very interesting to know, because he never shot outside. I mean,
Right.
everything you see was completely rebuilt.
The
And,
ship sails on was incredible. Those scenes in the ship sails on. Oh my Lord.
Yes, but he rebuilt the sea 3 times in 3 different movies in 3 different ways. And every time was completely different, the style. And Dante Ferretti, or I don't know who one asked him, but master, but why you rebuilt the sea? It's much easier to go to the beach and do it in real. He say, yes, are you sure? Have you tried to command the water? You say the water, go on, stop, don't move, go on. Then I rebuild it. It was very funny. Yes. No, I think that is something that never come back, something like this. Today is impossible to produce a movie like this. And then it's fascinating. I want to tell you, there is something that I couldn't tell. Is the smell of the set of Federico Fellini has a particular smell. You have to know that every movie has his particular smell because
the same one, or the same smell, or each one has a separate
one has the same.
Okay.
I give an example. If a movie is a movie in the 80s centuries, there is the smoke, the incense, and then the set smells of incense. The Federico Fellini smells of glows, many kind of glows, obviously, in and
of what?
Glue, colla, glue.
Glue, gotcha.
Glue. There are a particular glue they use
some like rubber cement.
Glue wood is a particular one. Look like Bostik. You know what is Bostik is? No, it's a particular glue that we know very well.
Do they use it in art studios, or do they used to?
In the studios.
Like, well, I know, like in an art studio.
Yes, there's
like I remember a rubber cement glue had a particular smell. We call rubber cement.
And the American set are different because they use another glue. But I recognize that one. It's incredible because I have a smell very, very particular, but I remember the smell of...
Well, and of course, the smell is the strongest nostalgic smell, and the strongest, for sure, takes you back.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What was that's smell? What in terms of hearing or oral? Tell me one thing. The later films, you would hear in the sound. He would add the sound of like a wind to.
In my movie?
You know what I'm talking about? To Fellini.
In my movie?
No, in Fellini. Do you remember there would always be the whoosh of the wind or something in the background?
Ah, yes, but in what movie you are speaking about? The Voice of the Moon?
There might have been a few of them. No, I'm talking about Fellini. In Fellini's, of several of Fellini films, especially late, the older one, rather the newer, the most recent. He would have the sound of wind in the background. I always noticed.
He was used it a lot.
I wonder why.
Why? I think there are many reasons. Because it's my interpretation.
Sure.
I don't want to be.
I know.
Okay, wind is always with fog. Many often with fog. Fog was used to confuse the layers. Then has a reason for scenography. Then he has another reason to me that is a kind of a mystery in the scenes. Is a kind of it's like something to pass from a scene to another scene. Is a way to tell something confused but gave a mystery. He used a lot of wind in the Voice of the Moon. There is always, but many directors use fog and wind to pass from a sound to another one. You need something in the middle that is more wild. I think is my
your
my
interpretation.
thinking. I'm thinking about technical reason.
I understand. I do understand. And you're, as an editor, you know, also as an editor.
Yeah, because you think you are speaking with, there are two actors speaking, how you can do to pass to another scene. Then start the wind. And bring,
exactly.
And bring you in another side, in fade in, and bring you somewhere. Is a good trick. It's a good trick.
It is a good. I know. Well, it was always something that stood out to me, and I'm like, what is up with the in the background? It was because it wasn't windy, you know. But
in my movie, I finished with the wind because obviously is something that I can understand. It was always, if you remember my movie, finish with the funeral, then they speak, there is music, and then I had I need something to pass from this moment of sadness to something that is a party. The end is a party with the music. And then I did like he did it. I put in the middle, fog and wind.
Bravo.
And I passed in another feeling.
Right. Yeah, bravo.
Thank you very much. Something is that what I learned to my master. 40 years of cinema needs to something, no? What do you think?
Right. Yeah. Thank goodness. At least you have that. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for sharing that amazing story. And we should definitely keep in touch about Fellinopolis, which so it'll be, is there an American, well, I know you said there's the ICFF
is
ICFF, the International
Toronto.
Canadian Film
It's
Festival.
Italian Contemporary Film
Festival. In Toronto?
In Toronto, Italian Contemporary Film Festival.
I didn't know about that one.
But I mean, my goal is USA because I'm sure people like it. I need to find the right distribution down, but you know, I am in another project now, and then I don't have time to. No, I want to open a topic first. My first thinking is that together you can do something. Alone you can do anything. Then, to me, to work with people and to unite the power, the force, is the best way to do things. And the people, of course, between them, they have to be different department, because if I work with the one my similar, we are in conflict.
Right.
If I work with someone different by me, I am helpful for him and he is helpful for me. Then what I'm saying, this is to introduce any idea, any proposal. I'm very happy to welcome and to work on it. I told you about this story of Casanova because I would like to find someone to do it just for fun.
I understand.
I mean, for fun, for business too. But
of course, but it's exciting. But it's an exciting mystery. Yeah, it's a.
You have to get fun on it, absolutely, because if you don't get fun, you get bored, and the work don't come very well.
I agree.
But Adam, if you have some question to do, I was speaking always me, and then if you want to ask me,
this was fantastic. I had no strict agenda. This was terrific. Just I could talk to you all day, or listen to you.
I'm here. That's your time. I didn't have anything to do today. I reserved this.
Let's see, my friend, my close friend in Rome. I hold on. Let me see how close she is, because you're in Rome right now. See?
Yes, I'm living in Rome. I'm living in Rome and London.
Enza Carnevale. Oh, I don't have her address. I'm sorry. I thought I had. She's in Rome, but I don't have her street.
Enza Carnevale, she's working in a cinema? No.
No, the doctor.
Okay.
But she was my mother, a very close friend of my parents.
Yes, yes.
So, and we had a memorial for my father, like on Zoom also. Recently, I hosted because we were waiting and waiting and waiting to do something in person. But of course, you know, it's taking a long time to get people again together because of COVID-19. So I hosted a memorial for my father on Zoom. The nice thing about that was we had 6 Italian friends.
Yeah.
At least 6 or 7 Italian friends that could never have been there in person.
But you were in Italy sometimes.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, just 3 times. Only three times.
You know Rome. You know Rome.
Yeah, I love yeah. And so my parents, their favorite place, they go every summer to Sperlonga. You know Sperlonga?
Sì, fantastica.
Yeah, beautiful.
One of my favorite beach close to Rome. And because we have a very, Sperlonga is seems fake.
It's
no?
so because it's so
yes,
amazing.
close. We have 1 hour by car, but it's in 1 hour you have a lot of beautiful place. And now it's time to go.
I know.
Next weekend I go.
But I was on Sardinia, and which was fantastic, beautiful, and all over.
You know what you have to see? Puglia.
Oh, I haven't been there.
Puglia is in the south.
Okay.
Region Puglia is the hills of the Italy. No, that is. Now you can't imagine what is it. It's something completely unexpected.
Really?
I suggest you, if you come in Italy, to go in vacation in Puglia at the beach. Because beach is not only beach. There is Magna Grecia. That was the old Magna Grecia. The Greek, the old Greek was starting there.
Oh, I see.
And there are some places that the signs are in Greek.
Is that true? Wow.
And you can eat. You can't imagine the cooking there. It's fantastic. Last time I was there to work, I did a movie there. I got 10 kilos. 10 kilos.
It was worth it.
But let me know the situation in USA now.
Okay.
Cinema are open. People can go.
Oh, yeah. They're beginning to open. Yes. Yeah. Show it.
In Italy, the 20th, there is the premiere in the cinema.
Oh, very good. On the 20th of...
The 20th
of
Fellinopolis.
Not of May.
Yes, on May.
Really?
Yes.
Why did you say that at the beginning?
Because the cinema were closed for 1 year.
I know.
And they open now.
And they're going to show Fellinopolis.
And they show Fellinopolis in many cities in Italy.
In 10 days.
It's the 20th. And on Friday, I have the press conference for the release in the cinema. And was a big disaster for us. I think that all Italian movies were completely stopped. And they opened cinema 1 week ago.
Okay.
And then that's it. Then it's new. In a certain sense, Fellinopolis is new because just did some festival and now like this.
Are people do you know if people are going in? Are the people going to the movie theater?
Yes, they look forward to come back. There is people that are crazy to go see cinema, and they are booked out because people are reserving the place.
Right.
And because you have one place, yes, two no, one yes, two no.
I understand. Same here. Yeah.
It's very.
The seats.
There are.
You mean they spread them out?
Yes, there are few seats, and then people. Book it online and it's people full. But now with the weather, they are organizing a cinema open air.
Like here also.
Yes, that's it. This is the situation. Polish.
That's nice.
Then, Adam, I look forward to tell you something else. But when you want, I'm here.
Okay.
And I promise you to, if you want to ask me something, you want to ask me something else about Fellinopolis?
Well, I think we're going to show. No, we will. I'll put in the clip or the trailer, the clip, and we'll so people can see it. And I think we'll just urge people around to support the film. And I think I have everything. But we should do another conversation about other stories. You obviously have lots of stories.
But I suggest you something. Sorry. Okay. First, have you the trailer? You want a trailer?
I think so. Yeah. I think I have it. Yeah, I have the trailer.
Good quality. Okay, trailer means 1 minute and a half, something like this.
Let's see. I have. Yeah, it's a teaser there, right?
This is a teaser. It's enough.
Yeah. It's 1 minute 20 seconds. Yeah.
Okay, then I suggest you to do like this. If you want, I can send you the link to watch my documentary.
Oh, for sure. Please.
I suggest you Luchino Visconti and Sacco Vanzetti movies, the genesis of Sacco.
Yes, please.
With
both,
Ennio Morricone, blah, blah, blah.
Please send both of those.
Two, one, you can do something. You can do something because I'm sure you will appreciate, because you love Italian cinema and you will appreciate, I'm sure. Then later, I am available for everything you want. And why not? My goal is always to show this to people, because if I leave it inside my room, it's nothing. Then my goal is to show it. And that's it. And these 3 movies now are doing the tour around the world with the cultural Institute of Italian Cultural, because they want to show my trilogy about Italy, about Italian cinema, because there are 3 masters. Then I have other projects.
Oh, because of the in time. Are you saying they're showing these films in time for the release of the new one? Is that what?
I don't know now. Now we have 88 with 3 Italian Institute of Culture. There is a distribution that is doing this.
Okay.
And is translated in 9 languages, each one. Because it's very interesting, because I'm telling Italian culture through cinema, through history, through everything. Now, I don't tell you anything. When you watch the other 2 movies, you understand exactly what I'm trying to do.
You got it. I can't wait. Send me those links. You have my email, so please.
Absolutely. Okay. I send you the links. I'm very happy that you watch it, and we can comment it when you want.
Right. I'll email you back and share my thoughts and everything with you.
Absolutely. Adam, I'm here. And then another time I want to tell you the experience with Stephen King, because it's something that you can't imagine.
Can't imagine.
I'm looking forward to tell you.
Maximum Overdrive. I remember that. I remember, but I don't remember. I don't know the story you're going to tell me, but I now have something to look forward to. We'll follow up with that.
I want to look. Wait a moment. Okay, I send you something. You can read it.
Okay.
And you understand some, and then I can look. I sent you the link.
Oh, very good. I got it. Okay.
Someone did something, and if you
/film,
read it, there is my big interview. There are my pictures.
Oh, I've seen this site before.
There is something, and there is me somewhere. If you can watch it.
Okay.
And there is the story about what happened here.
Right.
And what I did.
Okay. Thank you. Great.
I was there, that happened, and then I did it. I was just 22.
Just a young lass.
Yes, you can see my picture when I was young. I see. Good. Adam, was a big pleasure. I'm
Same.
very happy to know you. Who
Me too.
knows that the future deserves something funny, interesting. Who knows?
Okay. Pleasure too for me. Thank you. It was so nice to
Okay.
meet you. Have a new
Thank
friend
you
from
very much. Have a nice
you
nice
too.
day.
You
Ciao.
too. Okay, ciao for now.
Ciao.